Welcome back. We're now on day 2 of our 7 days of awesome. Now you're at 40%. By the end of this video, you're going to be 50% more awesome. So we worked on the neck yesterday. Today, we're going to move that down into the shoulders and wrists. If you've ever had shoulder pain, if you've ever had wrist pain, tendonitis, shoulder impingement, if you struggle with these exercises, it is going to be a massive help to you. So what Jenny's done here, first of all, make sure you have a pillow for your kneesies because we're going to be down here for a while. She's in an all fours position. Her hands are underneath her shoulders. From here, she's going to try and do 10 controlled circles with her shoulders forwards, first of all. Trying to get her shoulder blade to move nice and slow and controlled. So there's 3, 4, and if Jenny just demonstrates for me for a wee second, you don't want your elbows to be bending here, and you don't want it to be really clunky. If you're struggling with it, don't worry, it's just a matter of practice. So we'll bring Jenny back. That's about 5 now. You can't do enough of these, they're absolutely amazing. So nice and slow controlled circles with the shoulders. Again, if it's clunky and grindy and feels weird, it will get better over time just with practice. But this is how your shoulder blades are actually supposed to move. Now we're going from backwards. We're going 10 backwards. The more control you get over moving your shoulders, the more stability you're actually going to have. So if you're able to move them better, you're able to then put them into positions that are going to enhance your training a lot more as well. This is something that you want to look at and think, that's easy for me to do. It just takes practice. Everything just takes practice. Once we've done our 10 backwards, again, keeping the breathing nice and relaxed. I'm thinking about yesterday, is my neck relaxed as well? When you're trying to learn something that's maybe new to you, again, those shoulders can creep up into the ears. So that's our shoulders done. Then we're going to move into the wrists. So Jenny's going to go in an all fours position again, exactly the same as she did, only slightly different. From here, she's going to lean forwards and backwards. We're going to do this 5 times. Nice and slow, forwards and backwards. Just putting a little bit of weight into the wrists. Over time, you want to increase how much tolerance you can put through the wrists. If you find it uncomfortable to go too far, just stop to wherever suits you. The more you sit your weight back into your hips, the less weight you're going to have going through the wrists. Once you've done your 5 forward and backwards, you're going to turn the hands left and right, and you're going to lean side to side that way. Again, just 5 times, nice and slowly. And then once you've done your 5 that way, and then go back. So this one you might find the most uncomfortable. So if you need to just have your fingertips on and lean back a little bit, that's completely fine. But over time, you want to be able to fully put that palm down flat. You're just stretching out all this part of the forearm here. So if you've ever had elbow pain and you never really work on stretching your wrists, it could be why, especially when we come to the flexion variation. Awesome. Nice and gentle. And the final one is just to point the fingertips in at each other. Same idea, we go left and right. And what we can even throw in here is a bit of Jenna's hands. So if you've ever seen this position here before, Jenna can pick at any point to just do a few little twists with the elbows, and you can do that in all of those positions as well. So this is stretching for wrist extension. It's really important to stretch through wrist flexion as well. So we're going to the back of the hand. If you find this uncomfortable, you can just work nice and gently, keep your elbows bent, but ideally you should be able to keep the elbows completely straight as you do this. So Jenny's fingertips are pointing at each other right now, and she's just leaning left to right again. And in the same fingertip position. So all we're working through here is facing them in at each other. The next position, we're going to face them towards the wall that's away from you. Suppose all the walls are away from you. You're going to point the fingertips towards the one that's in front of you. Again, just lean back and forward. And again, if you need to keep your elbow bent, totally fine. Over time, you'll find just as you work on this, you're able to take a lot more pressure through the wrists. And then we're going out and out, pointing at those other walls that are also away from you. And this is one that's often missed. Sometimes a lot of people do stretch the wrists this way, but they always miss this flexion position, and you want to be able to do both ways. It doesn't make any sense to move one joint one way and not move it the other way. And that pretty much goes for everything. The whole Jenny. So we've done our 5 rocks, back and forwards. Just shake those wrists off a little bit to finish up. So if you find those movements quite hard, follow along with the video again, or take them away and do them in your own time as well, and really work on perfecting them. Always look after the little guys. Congratulations, you're now 50% more awesome, and we will see you tomorrow when we're working down here.